So I first came to UIC in 2013 as a student in the Applied Psychology program and the Latin American and Latino Studies program. And I started as a student worker or a student educator here at the Cultural Center. I first came to the Cultural Center, okay, do I say the whole name?
Yeah. Well, maybe just the
Latino Culture, okay.
Yeah.
I first came to the Latino Cultural Center in 2013 as a student worker or a student educator, and I was part of both the Applied Psychology program and the Latin American and Latino Studies program. And so my first work here in the center was to oversee the gallery space and the murals that are around us. At first, I was mesmerized by the artwork. I thought some of the mural scenes were so powerful and inspiring, and doing the mural tours in English led me to understand some of the difficult topics that I was learning both in my classes and here at the center. And so I think that's one of the key aspects of the Cultural Center that really made me feel like I was at home, like I could understand what I was going through the artwork. And later on, facilitating the tours and some of the dialogues in both English and Spanish helped me to also communicate those messages to my parents and to community folks. One of the most memorable experiences that I've had with community members is that, and students, is that sometimes we have, or they have, theories or concepts that they know about, but community members also have the lived experience. And so both also contribute to those discussions. And it's so amazing and powerful to me and so meaningful to have these stories being shared in the space and to have the trust of people to share a little bit about their story with me. Through the mural behind me, the American Dream, I've been able to share my immigration story and, you know, in the way that migration is global. And I've had different people tell me their migration story and realizing that immigration is a global issue and that we can learn from each other and have similar experiences here in the US and also bring our cultural and environmental practices with us. The mural behind me, The American Dream, represents a general migration story to different cities throughout the US, with the people coming over either alone or together with their whole families. It can speak of different recent stories or events that are happening from the migration of the caravan from South America to the US border recently, or to the migrant children that are traveling alone that have been forced to escape their home because of violence or poverty. And so we can connect the mural scene behind me to those stories and bring light to what's happening. And then also taking a look at what immigration means to people might vary. So there can be challenges, there can be stories of success or struggle, and definitely how we surpass those is something that we highlight through the mural and focusing on art and education here at the center. So the butterflies that are represented in the mural scene serve as a symbol of migration, of natural migration, and connecting that to human migration and how there shouldn't be borders or how people should be able to migrate just as freely as butterflies do. And we also have a butterfly, monarch butterfly garden, a habitat on campus. And we connect that also to the conservation of the monarch butterfly here and throughout the Americas. Yeah. The monarch butterflies serve as a symbol of migration and natural movement without man-made borders. So people being able to move freely and it being a choice rather than a forced migration because of policies. The monarch butterflies also serve as a link to environmental justice. Sometimes, because of climate change, it creates immigration. So if there's a hurricane, people are being displaced because of that, and so they're migrating. But we also have the monarch butterflies to connect to our Heritage Garden internship on campus, and also the monarch butterfly habitat that we have, and it serves as a catalyst to talk about environmental justice and immigration combined. Everyone has a bias, right? Either from their own personal experience or what they see in media. And so the art is a really powerful tool to demystify some perceptions that might be negative or positive. I've had people think that, or view the artwork behind me as just a Latino or a Mexican migration story, but we can broaden that conversation and think about the different ways in which people migrate, either from neighborhood to neighborhood, or within a cross country. There has been different community members that have stopped by the center and had a maybe anti-immigrant rhetoric, and the artwork serves as a tool to challenge those perceptions, and maybe that there might not be a choice for people to migrate, or sort of understanding from each other where we're coming from. And so the web behind me also serves as a stepping tool for people to either see it as a ladder where people can climb up and have mobility, or something where people can get stuck and trapped within this American dream illusion.
Yeah.
When I first came to UIC, and I'm sure like many students, I was figuring out who I was and my identity, and so the artwork was really instrumental in the process of learning outside of the classroom, with the different presentations, the documentaries, and of course the mural tours and dialogues helped me understand my narrative, who I am, why I'm here, why education is important. And I think art can also be that tool to be active on campus as a way of protest, but also as a way to reimagine what we would like the world to be, whether it's in immigration or environmental justice, or just public space and the importance of it. So I think the artwork and the work of Maestro Duarte is especially important to bring up those conversations and have it as a tool for people to make connections and personal relationships that can last throughout. So I was able to meet Maestro Duarte and work with him on different projects here at the Latino Cultural Center. We, as part of the Fearless Undocumented Alliance student group here on campus, we were able to do different murals and paint them here in the gallery. And one of them is displayed outside of the center, and its theme is around access. Access is an acronym, so it's a piece of legislation that would allow undocumented students in Illinois to obtain or be eligible for scholarships and institutional aid. But it also talks about access to water, access to education, and access to bathrooms if you're a transgender. And so I was able to work with him, be under the guidance of his arts and masterpiece. Facilitating tours both in English and Spanish helped me understand that communities already know their story, that they already know all of these terms, concepts through their lived experience, and it helped me make connections with them and with students, and also with my parents. Being able to communicate that in Spanish helped a lot. I was able to form a lot of different relationships with student organizations and their members, for example, the Union for Puerto Rican Students, or the Students for Justice in Palestine, and learning from each other through the artwork, through the programs at the LCC, the Noche de Poetas, using the stage and the different murals to make connections between each other and finding similarities. And those were some of the memorable experiences for me. Through the mural project with Hector Duarte that I was a part of through FOA, through every process and every step of the way, El Maestro made sure that everyone was on the same page and contributing, even if they were not an artist, that we all have creativity within us, and we were all able to contribute our thoughts and ideas into the final mural piece. Through the dialogues and mural tours, we've explored the meaning of an American dream, and I've learned that there's many definitions, and only you defined your own dream and what that can look like, what success looks like to you. And it is through education, through perseverance, through the support of your family and friends that really gets you and got me through high school and college. And so I hope that through the work of El Maestro Duarte, through the artwork, that those messages can be conveyed. The mural that we see here, El Despertar de las Américas, or The Awakening of the Americas, has been very instrumental to the work that we do at the Latino Cultural Center, and it's been in partnership. Through the mural behind me, or in around us, El Despertar de las Américas, or The Awakening of the Americas, we have been able to form conversations and have important dialogues about pressing social issues. And it is through the work of El Maestro Duarte that we've been able to keep that going.